Hello and welcome to Pokemon Horizons episode 94. And, okay, no, there is audio. I was kind of like, wait, where's the audio? Okay, so Molly's working at a Pokemon Center. Those are so two cool, like, starting Pokemon. The fact that she called her Molly's son. Alright, oh. Like, it's fine, Mom. Alright, yes, there we go. This is good. Wish we would have gotten something like this earlier on. It's pretty insane that it's taken 94 episodes for a Molly episode. Okay, I'm liking this. And I do like that she has the mouse hold with her. That, the mouse holds are kind of like her secondary Pokemon. Okay. I wonder if this was going to be purely Molly, or if maybe at the half point. No, what's going to happen is Molly's going to go because they talk something about the park. And at the park, there's going to be a Pokemon that's affected by the Curium. And then Liko and Roy is going to come in there. And then I think what we're going to get is that they're going to slowly build up the Rising Volt Tacklers again. That's my prediction. And in this episode, we'll recruit Molly into the team. I will say the intro is growing on me a bit. The actual song, I really didn't like it in the beginning, but it's like slowly growing on me. We'll be honest, I kind of like forget it every time I hear it. I'm like, okay. The only thing I remember is that, I didn't really like it last week. The character that we saw right there in the front, is she based off something? I mean, yeah, sure, she looked like just very generic, young girl with brown hair. But I could swear I really recognize that. Like, what do you mean? You're Pachirizu? The world champion? And then when you got there, and they got out of the forest, started feeling better, I guess. Urio City, I wonder. What city is that? I do wish, like I will say, there's one thing that the show that I really liked in like the earlier show, like the original series, is that the original series, and also I think up to like Diamond and Pearl, if I remember correctly, they would show cities and towns and stuff that didn't exist in the game. And I like that because it made the world feel more real, right? Instead of it just being like, oh, there's only 8 places in the entire region. So I kind of wish we would get more of that. I mean, I'm not expecting to get that because we haven't gotten that since I think Diamond and Pearl. It's like, no, it's something. Is it going to be a Trevenant, maybe? Like, no, it's just light. And obviously, when he means that says that, he doesn't mean ghost Pokemon. He means actual ghosts. Because there is actually a distinction between those two. Oh, hello, Molly. And those scary noises of the household. I don't think it's poison. Oh, wait, maybe it is. Because I was thinking, like, if it was a Kudium, I don't think doing what they did actually would help, but... So maybe it is a... Is it gonna be a Gengar, maybe? A poison ghost type? That has a Kudium in it? That would make sense, because it has a Mega Evolution, even though Slacking doesn't have. Unless Slacking gets a Mega Evolution in Legends EA. Okay, I'm gonna have that in my mind, that the Pokemon we're seeing getting Recuriumized are all Pokemon that are gonna have Mega Evolutions. I wonder if that's the case. If we see a Gengar, then I'm gonna assume that's the case, and that means we're gonna get a Mega Slacking. No, that's not true. So you're just gonna give up? You think that's what Freed would have wanted? You guys to just give up? I mean, I think it would be pretty funny if the old man has died from old age over the course of this year. He's like, no, because you guys are children. Like, they have known Freed for a long time. And they probably think, well, he was dead, you know? And yeah, I assume Murdoch was the second. He was Freed's right hand man, right? Because when Freed needed someone to take over the wheel, Murdoch was there. Unless they were on the ocean, then I think Old Man was the one steering. Is it just me or this episode feels pretty quiet? Okay. As soon as I say that, man, that was super loud. The rising Volt Tacklers lives on with us. So join us, Smalley. I mean, I do also think it would be pretty cool if the adults didn't join. They kind of went like, you know what? The Rising Voltaclers are now in your hands. The younger generations, you know? You guys are now... Okay, no. So it's not a Curium. It is actual poison. Okay, so I see the poison status. But I assume it comes from the Curiumized... Why? The only Pokemon I can think of, right, because of the poison, is Gengar. Are there any other ghost poison types? That isn't part of the Gengar line, of course. Oh. Are you sure you want to touch that? Pollen. Wait. Poison pollen. Vileplume. Okay, I was wrong. So the whole thing there at the beginning with the ghosting was actually a misdirect. It wasn't actually ghosts. It was just we saw it from the perspective of our characters. Okay, that was pretty interesting. Of course, the starter Pokemon. Was that Venoshock? How the move looked reminded me of Venoshock. Venoshock doesn't poison you, but I assume it has done something that they're already poisoned or something. Because how the move looked reminded me of Venoshock. But because they got poisoned, I'm kind of like, was that sludge? Not sludge wave, but maybe like sludge? Okay, no, it was poison powder. Oh, it still has Magical Leaf. Okay. I thought Magical Leaf was replaced by Flower Trick. Wait. Are they actually gonna use their other Pokemon? Oh, of course, Lucario. Ah, fuck. I mean, this is a smart choice to use Lucario here. It is smart. But man, I was so excited that it was gonna be what's called what's called Hatrem and Effect Spore. It got paralyzed by Effect Spore, didn't it? Yes. Fuck you, Lucario. Even though you're a cool Pokemon, I do like Lucario, but man, is it overused. Is he gonna come in? Well, Heal Pulse wouldn't. So this is good, you know? Mind Power, which I assume is Confusion. Because I think Psychic is the name for Psychic in Japanese as well. Oh. Is that Giga Drain? No. It is strong enough. And I mean, if it isn't strong enough, it is your fault, Liko. Because haven't used Tebrim. You know? This is the consequences of not training your Pokemon. They're gonna use that to fan. Or tidy up, yeah. Okay, that's a cool way to use. And here comes Kilowattrel, which, like always, the only thing Kilowattrel will be allowed to do is what's it called? Backup stuff. But if this means that maybe Tebrim will what's it called? Have a time in the spotlight, that's fine. Even though I've been a terrible trainer and haven't... Oh! Is she gonna turret? Okay, this is interesting. Let's see. What... I assume it's gonna be psychic type. It is. Okay. A bit boring. I kind of wish maybe the secondary Pokemon would have had like a special Terra type that wasn't part of what they normally are. Maybe it was like a Steel Terra type. Or Poison Terra would be pretty fun right there. It's like, oh. It's like, I don't want to knock him out. Then maybe knocking her out and removing what it is causing that would be smart. Oh, it's a male. It's a male, what's called? Vileplume. I don't like this. I mean, this is showing, like, Tebrim's personality a lot. You know? But man, I wish it would have been like, you know what? I'll knock it out and then I'll heal it. You know? Oh, what is this? Oh, it's gonna knock itself out. Isn't that what Healing Wish does? It knocks you out, yeah, to heal someone else. Wait, it has shown that before, hasn't it? Yeah, no, it used Healing Wish before and to help Floragato, didn't it? Yeah. Like, carry him. Alright. Oh, there's a lot of Nurse Joys here in this Pokemon Center. I'm sure Brock would love this place. Wait, what? Oh, wait, they mentioned something. I missed what they said. What is coming out soon and what is handy in battle? Huh. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back there. If I remember it in like 5 minutes, I'll go back there. Okay, I like that. I like when I don't have to walk. Alright, then I'll come with you guys. Okay. So they have set up right there, near the end. So that probably means that Orla is the last one they're gonna get. Obviously, the last one is gonna be freed. But I mean, of all the ones who aren't dead, or missing, I assume Orla's gonna be the last one. And they're gonna help Orla fix the ship, probably. Well, or maybe I think it would be more that he's afraid, or he thinks that they're afraid of him. I'm sorry if you can hear the vacuum in the background. Yeah, they have a facility right there. Makes sense. Mega Ampharos. Which I think is Mold Breaker. Alright. Well, the episode was fine. Like, I don't think it was like great, but I don't think it was bad either. It was like a fine episode. Yeah, I mean, I am recording this when I am like pretty tired, but I have been. April was a bad month for me, and well, early May is looking to be is pretty bad as well. So, anyways, whatever. This episode, I mean, I want to see Molly and Orle in those outfits again. I like seeing characters in like different outfits instead of just one. Let's skip to the preview to next episode. Okay, it gains the dragon. Okay, next episode. Okay. Sango's gonna come back. Okay. So they're gonna have a battle with Sango and Onyx, but of course they're gonna use Crocolore and Miascarada. Oh man, that's too bad. I wished it would have gotten, some what's called diversity, which kind of like what I wish we would have gotten from this episode. When I saw them throw, like when they threw back Masquerade and Crocodile, I was like, holy shit. Are we actually gonna see other Pokemon get to do something? Not really. Because, I mean, sure, it was fun seeing Tebrim get terrestrialized, but I wish. I mean, it does show like Tebrim's. I think the reason why they decided to make Tebrim this way, where Tebrim like, no, I don't want to knock him out or anything, is because they're kind of like, okay, we're gonna do that as an excuse to make it so that we don't have to show Tebrim battle ever, so we can just keep them using one Pokemon. Because you see, Tebrim doesn't want to do that. It can't get the knockout or something, It's purely supporting. And I think that's the reason why they decided to do that. I don't think it was decided to do that for the story. I think it was decided to make it because they don't want to allow any other Pokemon that isn't just the main Pokemon. Yeah. So the fact that that's the reason I believe they did that, it kind of like hurts this episode a lot for me. Because, I mean, the biggest problem I have with Pokemon Horizons is the lack of diversity in the Pokemon that our main characters use. It's the same thing that I hated about X and Y and Journeys and a little bit of Sun and Moon. But I will say Sun and Moon had a little bit more diversity in comparison to X and Y and Journeys. And then Horizons is actually the worst of all when it comes to that. But it's the only thing that I really dislike about Horizons. I think if they would fix that, I mean, it would be way too late. You know, I mean, 94 episodes in, and we haven't seen a starter Pokemon / Lucario, I guess, be allowed to do anything to win a battle. It never happens. So, yeah. Even though I guess, I mean, technically, they've been won this battle, but you know what I mean by actually doing an attack. God, there was something I was gonna do after the episode, but it's completely gone from my mind. I think I'm getting too distracted by the vacuum.